best friends this week. It's the Falcons and the Giants, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Carter, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean,
so pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. And they are led by their veteran. It's Kirk Cousins.
it's so good to see Kirk Cousins back on the field. Think back just a year ago, Mike, that severe Achilles injury. Kirk Cousins is looking to be the first quarterback since 2000 and Trent Dilfer to start an NFL game following an Achilles injury. So he's got an uphill battle, but the fact that he's out there playing under center for the Falcons is a great start.
Pitts is the man in motion. Quick throw, taken in. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and a yard. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out. They face third and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4. They go play action with Cousins. Open man downfield, OBJ. That one good for 29.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
First carry now for Ty Chandler. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's taken down just shy of the 10. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And he'll be taken down.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. One more time, it's Robinson. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Half yard, that's all they need on this 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. A dive for the end zone, but he loses the football. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going. It moved it. And remember now, all turnovers.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here it is on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety, first points on the board, and the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safe... points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense, capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Cousins. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Taking off, he'll try to get there. It's a big play there on 3rd down, but there is a marker down, and that is not a good sign for the offense. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's caught! And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. 1 quarter in the books. 2-0 is indeed the score. More from MetLife Stadium after this. First and 10 now from the 36. Throwing now, Cousins. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6. Up.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice... There's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Here's Cousins. That is caught at the 3. To the goal line and in. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown Falcons. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this. And His receiver is able to take it in for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense ready for their second possession. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Here's first and 10. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. Back to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau, former 5th overall pick, in there to drop him. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
A first down throw for Cousins. This one complete right side. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to...
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Cousins. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
Really nice job here by the defense, taking advantage of this condensed field. Anytime you're down here in the red zone, the field is wider than it is deep. It's actually very challenging for an offense to stay in their normal rhythm. And
that is caught. What a throw. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Atlanta. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Down a couple of scores now, 16-0, as they want to get going here. Drive starts 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. This one is caught by Robinson. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the first down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 2. Back to the air one more time. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw again. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Clark Phillips. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend.
It's right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing is Cousins. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Falcons. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. They'll return this from the 11. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Now they'll set up to throw. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. He'll drop to throw. This throw left side taken in by Johnson. The Giants field goal unit out on the field. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout.
It's 2nd and inches at the 38-yard line.
So the decision has been made, and they will send the field goal unit out. Spotted at the 45, this is a 55-yard attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the third quarter. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass pulled in by Tracy. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Yeah. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back.
And he's into the end zone. Drake London. Touchdown, Giants. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone. Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Sensational return. They drag him down inside the 15-yard line.
All right, so if you're going to be a kick returner in the National Football League, you need these two things: balance, vision, and yes, speed doesn't hurt too much either. And all three of those were evident there. I mean, what a return that was to set his guys up, starting this drive inside the red zone.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They run over center with Robinson. And he will get into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Defense.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. They'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll look deep here for Neighbors.
You see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
And they will finally run him down. From the 35, it's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And he's in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. Greg, that is a dream for a quarterback and a receiver. Give me time to get open, and they do for the score.
I don't care who your secondary players are, Mike. You could give me the best 5 defensive backs in the league. You cannot stretch.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And the defense has it. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen, like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. They'll try and run for the first with Singletary. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up fourth down. Getting the tough yards. They'll go with their fullback. And he's going to have the Giants first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on fourth down. Now this time they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Robinson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Out of the gun, they'll give it to Singletary. He makes one man miss, but stop quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. Here's third and 7. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, go!
Back to throw. And he will score! Game on! Devin Singletary. Touchdown, New York. Greg, very big touchdown there. Makes it a 10-point game, and now a chance to tighten this down to a one-possession game.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. You have to go for 2 here. You got to get this thing down to 8. But this offense now has given themselves at least a chance to make a run here down the stretch in the 4th quarter.
Here's a big moment for Big Blue. The Giants are going to go for 2.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught. They're going to get the 2 points. Don't go away just yet. They are back to within a score. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll send a tight end in motion. Another run here for Robinson. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. To the left side, OBJ is there. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. To the right, that's Pitts. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Falcon 1st down. Pitts is the man in motion. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Here's a big moment for Big Blue. The Giants are going to go for 2. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Drew Phillips. To break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Slot man in motion left. He'll look to throw. That's caught right side. It's London. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Throwing now from the gun. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10. Singletary. And he will work his way down inside the 30. A pickup of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. They'll stick to the ground. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. They'll run. And they get it at the 18-yard line. The drive stays alive. 1st down picked up. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. They'll drop to throw. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. They'll run here. He makes one man miss, but stop quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Now Singletary. And he's inside the 10, pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. Clock is stopped, 55 seconds remaining here in the game. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Falcons offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Cousins. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newbin. So it's a win for the Men in Blue. Good job.